Hi everyone, today we're going to have a look at the new Couture Creations all-in-one magnetic mat art workstation. So these have just arrived here in our warehouse in Brisbane. It's a nice lightweight metal mat with magnets, so all up it weighs less than a kilo. The size is 30 by 30 centimetres or 11.8 inches by 11.8. So you get the magnetic mat, the flexible ruler and the 4 magnets. So let's have a look at it. So here's your mat. So this is a nice, very strong, all-in-one piece metal mat. The corners are rounded, so you've got no sharp edges. On the one side is just a full black mat, and the other side you've got your inches and centimetres down the left-hand side, as well as down the bottom. You've also got your grid pattern with your markings to line up so you can get nice straight images if you wanted to use it for your stencils or stamping or even heat embossing. So you get 4 very strong magnets. Now the magnets all have a nice soft brush felt bottom, so you're not going to scratch anything. And there's your flexible ruler. So your flexible ruler is actually also a centering ruler, so you've got your center here, then your measurements going out. So you can line it up. You could do it if you wanted to do matting for your cardstock. So if you've got a couple of layers, you want to make sure they're in the centre, and it is magnetised as well. So how does it work? First of all, we'll line it up. So we're going to use it for our stencils to start off with. So I'm going to line this piece of cardstock up so it lines, and it's a bit dirty that side. I'll try this one. So I'm going to line it up just here so I know the cardstock is straight. And then you can put your stencil on top. Just move that, so I've got that. So you're holding your stencil in place as well as your cardstock. So I just want to stencil this particular one flower here, so that's all down nice and straight. The stencil is straight. So just grab your ink. So I'm just using here our Card Deco pigment ink. So this one here is Christmas Red. I just want to put a little bit of ink around on the petals, and I don't have to use my hands. I would use for a definite third measure, just your magnetic ruler. So it's down, and I'm just inking what I want to ink, and I can hold my ink pad without it moving. So if you want to do several colours, I'll colour the stem in a minute, just to get a different colour. And again, we're just lightly pressing. The magnets are doing all the work. Look at that little bloom there. And I'll just change colour. So again, I'm just going to use our Card Deco, and this one's olive green. It's a pigment ink. And again, I don't have to hold the stencil. I can concentrate on holding the ink pad and the dauber. So really you could actually even do it with one hand if you had to. So if you had a big piece of cardstock, if you wanted to do a layout, you could do quite a few over the page. So finish with that one. So then once we move our magnets, that up. So we have our stencil, but it's all in the same colour, so you don't have to worry about, oh okay, now I've got a different colour you want to do. It's all held down together in one place. To clean, you just need to use a nice soft damp cloth. If you wanted to go to the next step, let me just move these out the way, you could use a non-stick craft mat. You could put that down on top, and you can still see the grid pattern through it as well, and you could do the same process. So that way your all-in-one magnetic base is not getting dirty. So you could put it down, and again do the same process because it holds nice and strong. So it's not moving. And then clean up would be a breeze with your non-stick craft mat. If you wanted to lay your project down and heat emboss it, again you could line it up. If you don't have a stamp press, line your stamp up, heat emboss it, but keep in mind the base of the metal would get very, very hot, so you have to use caution there with that one. But a word of warning, this is not a cutting mat. Do not cut on this. Actually, you will ruin the coating on it as well as your blade of your knife, so it's not a cutting mat. So that's our all-in-one magnetic mat art workstation. Look for them in your craft stores now. Thank you.